What's going on, y'all? Veritas Prism here with the gear setup overview video. I'm not trying to blind you with that pyramids light. Alright, so first thing we'll go over is my signal chain, and then I'll go into like my reasonings and uses of all the different things that I have. So first we got the Minilog XD and the Korg MS-20 Mini. They're both, this is also, the Minilog XD is also Korg. I just got the multi-poly, as y'all saw in the unboxing video, but it's brand new. I haven't figured out all the... It's gonna be a long time before I figure out everything, but I'm using this primarily because this is what I wrote the first album on. So the Minilog is all the songs except for song number 5, which is The Depths, and song number 8, which is Skirmish of Swords. Those two are played on this, and then all the other songs are this synthesizer, which I've had right at a year. Got it last April. This one I got December 2023, which is what started this whole thing. So both of those run into the signal blend. Well, okay, wait. Let me back up. The MS-20 Mini runs into the Arpanoid, which I'll sample what that is. Nothing is on right now except the Arpanoid. So when I'm playing The Depths, I'm playing a lot with this knob here, which is the wet knob, which controls the wet signal of the arpeggiator that gets played off of the Arpanoid. So you can hear it more now because I turned it up. Playing through JC40, or Roland Jazz Chorus 40. So hear how you can hear it stepping up. Kind of sounds like Mad Scientist-y, which is kind of the idea that I go for. Then we got it going into the Melee, which is a distortion reverb combo pedal. I liked both the Melee and the Janus because I like the idea of having these not directional pad, joystick controllers, because they're like easy to mess around with while you're doing things. For the Melee, left is, because it's sideways, left is no reverb, right is full reverb, down is no distortion, up is full distortion, and then like when you mess with the axes you get a mix of whichever. So turn it on. Full distortion, full reverb. You can like reverse the reverb and distortion, like which comes first. And then we've got the Janus, which this half is the fuzz, this half is a tremolo. The fuzz, I can't remember the X and Y axes exactly. This is just the fuzz. This is like the intensity of the fuzz. This changes like the clipping. So the MS-20 is naturally like a fuzzy sounding synthesizer already, so this just like really feeds into that more. And then we got let's turn the fuzz off so you can clearly hear the tremolo. So hear how like you can hear it like panning's not the word you use for tremolo. It like rapidly cuts the volume and increases it, which causes that choppy noise to happen. And then when you mix the two together, it just becomes like more pronounced. So it goes Arpanoid, Melee, Janus into the Signal Blender. The Melee XD also goes into the Signal Blender. Then those feed down into the pedal board. The pedal board starts with the Autobit Junior, goes all the way over to here to the Dimension C by Boss, the Wazacraft. Then going into the Earthquaker Devices Pyramids. Then up into the Polymoon, into the Mercury 7, and then finally at the Slicer, the SL20. This is like, I think it came out in 2008. And then for now I'm going into the Beat Buddy. When I play live, I have the Beat Buddy in its own signals. That way they're able to mix the drums. They don't have to like do it all under one thing. So the Slicer goes into the Canvas stereo DI box, and the Beat Buddy goes into a mono Canvas DI box from Walrus Audio. So that's that. So I guess I'll go into the different sounds for the board. The Dimension C is it's kind of like a chorus. Has some modulation. It's not super heavy. It's very subtle, especially with a sound like this. We'll get something. So when I turn it off, it just adds a little bit of flair to it. Pyramids, I use this thing to almost the highest extent that you can use it. Number 1 is just a regular flanger. Number 2 is the down trigger flanger. And that's used on the Cavern of Fate song. Number 3 is the up trigger, which is used on Skirmish with Swords. So here it goes like whoop. And then number 4, I use this on the Escape. It's just this like really fast panning version. And then number 5, which I don't use on a track currently, is the same thing as number 4, but instead of being the step pattern being in order, it's randomized. I'll use it eventually, but I haven't found something for it yet. As quick as it sounds the way I'm playing it on the Escape, it really could be the random one, and it would be almost the same. It would definitely have the same effect. Polymoon. So right now I have the only thing I haven't talked about yet is the Morningstar MC8. This is my MIDI controller. It's set up so get back to my. Alright, so I have all the songs. Prologue, Escape, Escape 2. So Escape 1, it just has the auto bit on. Actually, I'll finish talking about the pedals first, then I'll come to this. Polymoon is the delay pedal. It has a flanger in it. It's absurdly powerful. I'm definitely not using it to its full extent yet. Hopefully the second and third album leverage it more. Right, because the first album was mostly just like a standard delay, nothing too wild. The Mercury 7 has a plate and a cathedral style reverb. Has like a trail effect that you can sometimes hear when I'm playing. Like when I stop playing, like it continues to pair off with like a fifth or pitch up, pitch down, a shimmer. Like it has different things that it does with these like after effects. And then the slicer, the SL20, this is my bread and butter on several songs. Let's see, I play it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of the first album has it on it. My little cheat sheet. And then the Autobit Junior currently is only on the Escape. It's the robot noise that's at the beginning. So the Autobit Junior is a sequencer that has like some fuzz, has its own like stutter, tremolo style stuff going on. It's really cool. Once again, similar to Polymoon, have not explored as in depth as it can be. It does a lot of different things. So once again, second album, hopefully going to use it more. But I might really try to just contain it to the Lava Cyborgs, which are going to mostly be in the third album. But yeah. And then the Beat Buddy, I couldn't do this project without the Beat Buddy. I've gotten to where, like, so my songs aren't like definitely not entirely improv, but there is an improv notion to it. And I've gotten to where, like, when I trigger the fills and stuff, like, I've played with it so much that I know the fills, that when I hit the fills to, like, do something, I can improv with it, because I hear I hear which fill it is. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll play this to it. So, me and the Beat Buddy, we synergize pretty well with each other. Not to say I won't ever go to a live drummer and a live bass player, but for now, it's working really well. I'm enjoying playing with the Beat Buddy. So, but I definitely want to have a live drummer and live bass player one day. I've just had a lot of other stuff going on. So whenever I move to that, I want to definitely do proper tryouts and such. So let's get back to the MC8. So have all the songs. We got the prologue, the escape. So when you hit the first escape, that does the robot noise. When you do this, it turns off the auto bit. You got the journey. Got Fortress 1, 2, and 3 because this is the candlelit hall. This is the dungeon. This is the outlook at the top of the tower. Then you got the depths, which is the water song that uses the MS-20. You got Truth Seeker when she goes off into the desert. Assimilate and Descent when the Soul Splitter enters and starts copying people and causes confusion. The Skirmish of Swords, the confusion. Rivalry when they like cooler heads prevail and they just decide to just have their two strongest members of each of their groups respectively go at just fight each other to figure out which race is going to stay and which is going to leave the planet. And you got the Cavern of Fate, Against All Odds. Dirge of the Dawn is the final song of the first album. So that's that. Right now I don't use MIDI on the synthesizer. I don't know that I'll have enough time to try to program it for the May 31st show, but I kind of want to, because I would take out one more step of, I don't know why I didn't do that before, but because it's always had MIDI capability. I tried getting the lights hooked up to the MIDI before doing the synthesizer, but that's that. So let's kind of go through some sounds here. So I'll try to do things that are pretty different from each other. So we've got the first one. Let's do song number I don't know. I talked about the depth songs. I pretty much showed all these already. I showed the Dimension C and the pyramids already. The polymon's just a. I can. So I have a menu in here that explicitly just does all the presets that go to the polymon. We can go through some of these. One is what I use on a lot of songs. Preset 1. Preset 2. Just does all kinds of stuff. It like feedbacks into itself. Does a lot of different cool stuff. Maris's products are all amazing. That's why I own all the pedals that are formatted like that. I have all 5 of them. If I could make the board bigger, I would. At one point, I did have all 5 pedals on here. But when I went back to the SL20, I ran out of space. So the SL20, I think, is better than the SL2, the newer format that's smaller, like the DC20. It's like the smaller box. That one, the effect level, direct level were kind of combined. It was like a mix knob instead of like splitting the two. And I didn't like that. Mixing it's not the same as setting the effects levels. Because being able to keep the direct level always the same and then like increase or decrease the effect level based on the song, that's just much better. I just wasn't getting the same success out of the smaller box, so I went back to the SL20. In case people were asking that. Autobit Junior, let's get to that one. I need to record. I don't bop around on this thing too much. Alright, so let's turn off all the other pedals so that way you can clearly hear what the Autobit's doing. It has 16 presets, so like we just keep going. Let's see, that sounds cool. So this is my biggest critique of the Autobit. Some effects you can only really access when you open up the filter. When you open up the filter, it gets really loud. So I have to pare down some of these effects so that way like the audio consistency is better. Because this one's loud. Like listen. And it's just like that. Watch, this will be much. See how much quieter this is? I don't know what that one's supposed to be doing. Why is it not doing it? Yeah, so yeah, Autobit and Polymoon, hopefully exploring more in second and third album. Uh, Pyramids, feel like I used most of its sounds already. I'm gonna keep using it in different things because it's that good. I think Pyramids is critically underrated. I think it's one of Earthquaker Device's best pedals by far. Like it's it's so extremely flexible. It does so many different sounds and so many different tones. You can dial into it really well. My biggest critique of it is not having a tap tempo or MIDI functionality or something like that. Because you can't tap tempo into it with like an external tap tempo, and the expression jack only controls the manual, which is this top left knob. Why can't you use it to change the timing or something like that? Like that'd be so cool to be able to have like a expression pedal and like tap into it and make it go like make the rate faster or something. I don't know. If they ever do a V2, please do that or add MIDI to it. Just a simple like one of the new age like 1/8" jacks for MIDI or whatever. I'm pretty sure that exists, right? It's 1/8. I don't know. But anyways, so that's it. I think I talked about pretty much everything. Power wise, I'm using the Pedal Power 3 Plus from Voodoo Labs. The pedals that are up here are actually being powered by the, if I could find it, the Strymon Ojai. It's nice and tiny. It was on a smaller board that I had, and I was like, oh, I could just stick that up there. Next thing I'm getting is the KMA Audio ABY stereo switcher, because I'll be able to actually do my stereo effects out of the synthesizers live, because right now it's just going mono into the signal blender. The way it's going to go is it's going to go mono into the signal blender, but both left and right, and then the left and right are going to go into what's going to be right here, the ABY splitter, and then propel down into the auto bit, and the MS-20 will be on the B side. We'll be able to go through, because this has 3 inputs, so I'll be able to use the mixer on the left, right of the mini log or the multi-poly, whichever I'm using, multi-poly bag. I'll be able to do that, and also the third switch would be the MS-20 Mini. It's gonna be sweet once I get that running, because this thing I've ran mono the whole time. I've never tried doing a stereo from its input source. I've just done all of this down here stereo, like stereo, 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 all that stereo. But the multi-poly's stereo functionality is just extremely and absurdly powerful. You can do hard panning pretty easily with it. It does all kinds of really neat stuff. So, yeah. So hopefully I'll have that pedal here. There's 0 in the United States. They're all in back order. So I ordered one from Europe. Hoping it gets here in a week or two. So we'll see. Anyways, that's the setup. Sometimes when I feel like hearing the panning, I'll hook this up for left, and the Behringer 15 that I have from when I was a kid, I'll have that as the right, so I can hear the hard panning. The slicer, you can change the stereo to be fixed, random, ping pong, auto, and then the 3D stuff is where it hard pans from left to right. So this one, it does like a crossfade, and this one it circles. Like it does this like circling function where you can hear it going in and out of the speakers. It's really neat. But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Once again, Veritas Prism. Big show on May 31st at Jackrabbits in San Marco, Jacksonville, Florida. Doors open at 8 p.m. Hope to see y'all there. These are my dad's old Koss stereo headphones that I'll use. I plug them in the back of the the JC40. It works nice. But once again, thanks for checking it out. More videos to come. I'll do a more in-depth like sonic review of things individually, but this is a pretty good overview, I think. Also, I have these little lights. Not working for some reason. There's one of them. Oh, this one's working. Oh, it's working. It's just tired. I'm tired, boss. But yeah, I use these sometimes, especially when I'm on stage. But yeah. Anyways, once again, Veritas Prism, May 31st, Jackrabbit, San Marco, Jacksonville, Florida. See you there. Doors open at 8.